All right, we should be live on Twitch. And should be live now on YouTube as well. All right, bear with me as I get my things in order here. And awesome, yeah, we should be live. Shwatang, hello, super. All right, well, we won't belabor it. I'm a few minutes late. We meet again. David, I do remember. Oh, Jimenez, yes, I do remember. Are you on the treadmill again? Making me feel bad about thinking about pizza? Shwatang, hello, hello. All right, so I'll just hop right in. People joined. They'll say hi. And we've got some rising stars today. So players between 22,000 and about 2,400 Elo. And we'll have ourselves a good time. Watch hopefully 4 or 5 games. Hopefully the internet doesn't crap the bed. And we'll have some fun games. Oh man, David, you're still coding. Oh my goodness. Although you did say you had a few months left. You've already been on the treadmill? How cool was that game, Blood and Gore? Whocl Warriors. How freaking cool was that game? You have to have nerves of steel to take on the Ethiopians with mounted units. I mean, I did a short, and there was a video of Whocl Warriors taking on Lithuanian Lechai, and they were just shredding them. Absolutely shredding them. I mean, that -3 damage that they take is pretty bonkers. Oh yeah, it is 18 months left. I knew you had a while to go, but is it all coding, all 18 months? I'm happy to be back live streaming. It's been a few weeks between sickness and a whole bunch of other things. Shouldn't hear any coughing tonight, which is my main goal here on this fine Saturday night. In any event, game number 1, we've got Survivalist playing as the Vikings in blue. His opponent, redphosphoru, playing as the Bengalis in red. The Ghoul, hello, hello. And so we saw today's video, redphosphoru taking on T90 as the Malay versus Malay. This is a bit of a different civilization. This is one of his OG classics. Hey, I'm going to pick a civilization that has a unique unit with only a wood gold cost. And so I'm assuming the castle is going to go somewhere here. Assuming he's going to go fast castle. Now, Survivalist with the Vikings. Don't know if he picked them or randomly got them, but we'll see. He must know exactly what's coming. And so after he pushes his ostriches, I'm assuming he's going to go straight towards redphosphoru's base and double check, confirm that stone is being mined. It was a pretty good game. Okay, well, David, hopefully you don't have to code the entire, yeah. Hopefully the coding part of it is approaching completion. And I have not bought the new Greece DLC, no. We are planning to move to a bit of a bigger space. You guys know I complain so much about the noise level and everything here in my condo. I figured, you know what, may not be a bad idea to start moving or think about moving. So we've been busy with that all week. Oh, next semester is also still just coding. Jeez Louise. Well, that's a lot of coding. Hopefully at the end of it, you will be a code master. You will have perfected coding as much as redphosphoru has perfected the fast castle 21-23 villager castle age push. I don't know what else to call it. Meta strategy. You're gonna make AoE 5. Where in town am I moving to? We haven't decided yet. Oh, geez, Louise, Otter rating Twitch with 134 people. Well, hello to the 134 people. Otter, that is a very generous raid. How are you tonight? Although for you, I guess it's really tonight. And yeah, welcome raiders. My current condo is downtown. So I got a nice mix of everything. And yeah, welcome everyone on Twitch who this may be your first time, maybe not your first time. I'm assuming you came from the Otter one, so you were probably watching Deathmatch games. This is going to be a little bit different. We're in random map mode at the moment. Downtown, like south of Queen Street? Yes, south of Queen Street. You, Jimenez, I thought you were from LA. You were playing a training game with your chat for a new tournament, new deathmatch tournament? Jimenez, why didn't I know that? Well, there we go. Survivalist confirming what he didn't even really need confirmation of, which is a red phosphoru. Okay, now 22 villagers. I'm assuming he's gonna add 1 before he goes up to Castle Age. There's Huggy. 1,000 blades free for all. Sudden death free for all tournament. Jeez Louise. Can you make it any more stressful? Yeah, south of Queen Street, near Harborfront. Yeah, my Home Depot job, my cashier job. So Survivalist is keeping an eye on this because he's gonna want to know exactly when these villagers move out. He sees the market. He knows there's gonna be a blacksmith here somewhere as well. The maps are extra stressful. Harvey's, Swiss Chalet. You grew up around Bayview and Finch. Oh, I know that plaza with the Harveys and the Swiss Chalet. I've ordered from that Harvey's when I visit my parents up north. Action-packed is a nice way of saying. It's like, you know, there's fancy ways of saying when you're a real estate agent. There's fancy ways of saying things that don't make the property seem so shitty or something. So instead of stressful, I guess you say action-packed. And there we go. First blood drawn by Survivalist. He's going to see in 2 minutes that his opponent's in castle. So Survivalist is putting on some feudal age pressure here. And, okay, red phosphoru has already gotten just 80 stone away. And so I'm assuming he's just going to buy it. Oh, yeah, he's going to sell his wood. He's going to buy the stone. And then he's going to go for the castle drop. The question is, will Survivalist see the villager move out? He needs villagers like here, or an army presence here, so that he can see when these villagers decide to move out. Well, 1,000 Blades does sound like a very cool tournament name. Keep me posted. Dream Murders, thank you so much for joining. I remember that episode where Marge became a realtor. Okay, so our Viking is beginning to wall off his gold. He is also heading up to the Castle Age. Survivalist making no attempt to go after his stone. Where is it? Off to the right. Off to the left is the secondary stone. I'm a little bit surprised that his units are here. Although he knows that this is a wood gold build. Okay, so I figured the castle would go right here between the wood and the gold. But doesn't seem like red phosphoru really has many options here. By the way, he's got no villagers on wood. So Survivalist is doing a fantastic job placing his units perfectly. The only problem is once that castle goes up, his army needs to be on the right side here, not on the left side. He has lost his scout. He's gonna lose more of these units here. Yeah, he's gonna need to be here on the right next to the wood. Why isn't Survivalist streaming this? This game I think is a few days old. We don't watch really live, if you know what I mean. These are recordings, but generally played in the last day or two. I was so traumatized the one and only time I tried to cast the live game as it was happening, and the players took like a 40-minute pause break, and the viewership went from like 35 people to 2 people. No, I don't know. I was just saying that it's a super cool tournament. The name sounds very, very deadly and cool, as is this first Ratha that is en route. Pardon me, second Ratha that's en route. But the Ratha is an odd unit with like a billion different types of armor classes that make it very susceptible to every single counter in the game. And now Survivalist knows exactly what's up. And our Viking is off of the back of 1 archery range going up to Elite Skirmisher. Why doesn't he have 2 ranges? Ooh, he's focusing all his wood on units. Melee mode with trample damage against the spearmen. So 1 counter unit down, a few more counters moving in from the left. But man, oh man. This is, by the way, a Ratha without bloodlines. With bloodlines, 135 HP. Surrounded by the mob. I appreciate that, Jimenez. I don't think anyone really knows I exist just yet. It's a weird thing to say with like 11,000 YouTube subscribers, but I don't think people really know who I am or that I exist. I think people have their like favorite casters that they follow. Although that being said, I am more and more on Twitch, and so that hopefully helps get some exposure out. Meh, I'm okay with what I'm doing right now. We'll throw in some tournaments here there. Hey, Eddie. Yeah, and Derek. Hello, hello. Our first Derek sighting of the evening. Bizarre thoughts in Dubai. Ooh, getting a cheeseburger. Damn, you know, like, there's a lot of dangerous food options out there, and I had my cheeseburger earlier. Are scorpions a good counter to Ratha? I don't think so. I'm not a big fan of scorpions countering Rathas. I think what Survivalist is doing here is fantastic. He needs to secure his wood line a little bit better, but skirmishers, because these guys have 2 armor classes that skirmishers have bonuses against: archer and cavalry archer. And so double whammy from the skirmisher. They do, what is it, 4 + 2, 6 damage. And look at that. You're losing a unit, you're losing a unit, you're losing a unit. Survivalist has double the army count, and now the Rathas are turning around, and I think redphosphoru realizes, hey, I can't just send 1 unit at a time. I need a lot more stone so I can castle drop. And that is exactly what he's going for. Lord Zook, hello. Oh, yeah, the Low Elo Legends is legendary. I'll start incorporating more and more. Like I said, I'm in the process of there's always something happening that's kind of delaying, but I think in the next few months I'm really going to start ramping things up. I'm in the stage of the channel where I'm really trying to figure out whether this is something I could do, not really on like a part-time basis. I mean, I don't know. You guys would know much better than I do. Does T90 have like a day job? Does Mem have a day job? I know other casters like Ornlu went to school, for example, and Spirit of the Law used to work. I'm not sure if like the major casters, if this is what they do full time or not. But I'm trying to figure out if it's something that I could do for full time moving forward. So the next few months are going to be interesting. There's going to be a lot of live streams, hopefully. Some more diversity of games. Nilly, the tournament master. There are like 10, 20 people full time. Yeah, I mean, the players are always full time, right? Like, Hera the Viper, MBL, Heart. And then you have the whole Latin American scene, which is huge. Gets errata conversion, does survive it. Look, it's 24 minutes into the game, and I don't know what the hell this castle is. This is not fantastically placed at all. You are laming nothing. You are maybe protecting your own wood line, but you're not laming your opponent's wood line. Survivalist has expanded with another town center here. Would love for him to get a castle up, like right here, or even right here. But in come the melee ratas. Has redphosphoru ever not fast castled? Probably not. I mean, that's why we watch him. We watch redphosphoru for two reasons. The smaller reason is to watch him fast castle, and the bigger reason is to watch his opponent react, because I'm always curious to see how players are going to react. Nilly used to keep a list. Full-time people. Yeah, now, oh, monk dies. Yeah, Orlu announced, I think, during the Gamer Legion podcast that he's not going to do full-time anymore. Corey, I have not tried out the new DLC. Corey, usually you make your presence known with a joke or a pun or some kind of naughtiness. Yeah, Lord Zook, I was wondering why you wrote can't. In they close, minimum range, be damned, melee rathas with 20% trample damage. So, Survivalist, like I said during the T90 redphosphoru video, the best way to beat redphosphoru is to just outlast him and to just get up your economy. And it doesn't seem like he's done that much damage. He's killed 4 villagers. But to be fair, Survivalist has also killed 4 villagers. Now, the Viking archery line is pretty damn good. They also have Boggs Vagar later on in the game. Ooh, villagers, be careful. I don't know that Survivalist can necessarily hold on off of one archery range. Oh, Orlu is still full-time? Yeah, I remember he said something about he's reconsidering. John Yang is here. Stonewall Tyson. I mean, okay, I'm assuming redphosphoru Survivalist wants to get a castle or at least some walls up. I mean, this is a ridiculous situation here. 21 villagers have surrounded the stone pile. Monk is blocking the way for one of them while 2 do nothing. Get that monk the hell out of there, please. But this is what you do against rathas. You trade out with cheaper trash units, especially skirmishers. And the ratha is not exactly the fastest unit on its feet. Although I feel like he's missing husbandry. He is missing husbandry, and he's missing bloodlines. Okay, so 2 upgrades that could potentially make redphosphoru's, you know, shark-like circling of this base a bit more powerful. Yeah, Chieftain Berserkers were also, with their +5 attack, are going to absolutely slaughter these. Those Berserkers are tough. They are tough to chew through, but to be fair, redphosphoru, again, he's not really accomplishing very much. He's down in army, he's down in villager. That being said, he does have the better unit. Unless it just runs straight into skirmishers, gets converted and runs away. Bizarre Thoughts, my voice isn't back? I thought my voice was, I think it's fine. Furzin Just, thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. Ooh, Gray Shrimp, I don't know. We have pretty big groups. Thanks to an awesome raid from Otter, we have about 100 people watching on Twitch, 25 on YouTube. Ooh. David, that would be funny, except that there's like 1 million counters. My voice sounds nasally? Otter, you were streaming for 10 hours. Jeez Louise. And here we go. Counter castle. But counter castle where? I mean, both of these players with their... I feel like their offensive castles are pretty defensive because they're supposed to be guarding their own resource gathering. This one protecting, I thought it was going to be lumberjacks, but it's farmers. This one protecting gold miners. So their offensive castles, technically, they're not that offensive. Like a castle drop somewhere here by redphosphoru would have been epic. And a defensive castle here from Survivalist would have been epic. That being said, a blue castle drop here, super duper risky, but could have been very effective. Although Survivalist didn't bring any army with him forward, so... They have been disappointing, right? I mean, like, what have you accomplished? This castle has 1 kill. This has 4. What are you... You're slowly destroying a monastery and some houses. Okay, now this is a good little pick off here. Is there a reason redphosphoru is just ignoring upgrades? Doesn't have ballistics, although that doesn't really need them. And Survivalist finally pulls his villagers after losing 3 more. And he's being so cautious with these skirmishers. He's got a berserker. Where is he? Why is there a random berserker at the 3 o'clock position of the map? Oh my goodness. What is that guy doing in the middle of nowhere? Ah, John, you decided time to quit Salad? Why? Health reasons or just... Oh no, another band of skirmishers are going to get absolutely wrecked here. That being said, if there's a Ratha that's 1 tile away, he is definitely going to die. So far, though, it doesn't seem like any Rathas have died except for that one original one. And ouch. Look at the dead bodies. Oh, you gotta love it. So let's check in on our useless castle alert. 36 Rathas, where are they? Ooh, redphosphoru has almost enough stone for another castle. Singa, hello, hello. Yeah, Viking eco is bonkers. I mean, they hit the ground running with wheelbarrow and handcart. So not only is Survivalist that had villagers, although now it's just down to 1 villager. Okay, where's your next castle gonna go, Mr. redphosphoru? Redphosphoru has been allowed to mine his primary gold for the longest time. His army count is slower, but honestly, I don't know 1-to-1 here. I'm assuming if he ever takes on these skirmishers 1-to-1, he's not going to do it in range mode. And what? A doubt castle out of a red Bengali, and he shoves in his Rathas. He doesn't care. He's going to sacrifice them all just to get this 1 castle up. But again, what exactly does this castle lame? Let's see it. This is a big sacrificial move here. Berserker got lost in the desert. Yeah, John, I know. Well, that's good news. Hopefully you feel better. Otter, thank you so much. Have a fantastic night. Thank you so much for the raid. And it looks like the castle has been denied at 78%. Doubt into GG. And this is the surprising part of this. How has no one figured out that this Bengali redphosphoru push is so easily countered with skirmishers? Tell me we still have that 1 berserker. He hasn't moved. Well, there you go. Redphosphoru stymied by the Viking berserker. Viking skirmisher of all things. And when you build the same thing and do the same thing over and over and over again, players like Survivalist, I mean, I shouldn't say there's one way to beat redphosphoru. I mean, Hera gutted him in like Dark Age when he played him that 1 game I cast. But this is definitely another way to do it. Florial, I love the channel. Greeting from Argentina. Hello, hello. Greetings from Canada. And I agree. This is I agree with him in this as well. This is a great channel. Well, 72 Rathas accomplished very little. 77 skirmishers, monks. I wonder how many conversions. At the end of the day, Survivalist's third most populous unit was the converted Rata. Peak APM basically at the end of the game for both players. Decent APMs, actually. 150, 160. Our Viking is ahead economically. He was ahead villagers, and he's the Viking, so who's surprised by that? Only 4 Rata conversions. That's basically the 4 Rathas that he had. And then villager kill count. Yeah, Survivalist just ended up killing a lot more vills. He got his ass up to Imperial. Now he's trebbing down this castle. And so redphosphoru again pushed the way he pushes. Survivalist got his number and then says, never mind, you are not getting... Did he really even need all his gold? I wonder if he... And finally, look at that. 2 more archery ranges out of our Viking. I'm very happy to see those 2 archery ranges. All right, well, that was the first game of the night. 2 classics, 2 OG rising stars. And bear with me as I load up the next game. And it should be a very fun one. Bear with me, just inserting the players' Elos and such. I don't want to be down on redphosphoru, but yeah, when you're playing somebody like Survivalist who you played against before, then you kind of... Whoa, what the hell's wrong with my capture age? Oh, come on. Well, come on. 1 second. I'm having some technical difficulties. Oh, J-Ro Vergara Sanfurgo. I hope I'm saying your name. Thank you so much for the Chilean 5,000 super chat. And thank you so much for the super chat, the super thanks earlier on my video. Awesome. And welcome. I'm glad you could join us live. Again. All right, bear with me. Sorry, I'll thank you properly in a second. I'm just trying to load the game without any technical difficulties. And just bear with me. 2297 is that Elo. And I know you guys are watching a completely different screen. All right. Here we go. We've got... Now, somebody tell me the name of this player. Is it Whocl or Wad? Is the CL at the end supposed to be the letter D? In any event, in red, the Tatars, and then we've got Guki playing as the Goths in blue. And again, Jero Vergara, thank you so much. And I appreciate that. The heart and the awesome... Oh, his name is who? Chile? Llama Drama. Hello, hello. Okay, so it's who? Like the band. Okay, good to know. I thought it was CL, like, you know, back in the 90s, we would write CL like the letter D. A dang bang. Hello, hello. Glad you could join us live. So let's see, Guki, like I said, playing against the Goths, very much an infantry civilization, taking on the Tatars, very much a mounted civilization. So this should be fun. And let's look at the map, something I didn't do last time. Another one of these spawns in Age of Empires where 2/3 of the map is completely useless. There's almost nothing down here, a bit of stone and a bit of gold. Everything is in the top third of the map. Attack path, pretty good for the Tatars, lots and lots of mountains. Remember, they do 50% more damage when they are fighting from the high ground. Oh, John, I didn't know that. That is kind of sour. Gaston, hello, hello. We were about to start the game. So let's take a look. We've got berries to the north. Is this 4 patches or 5 patches? It is 5 patches. Primary stone to the front, gold to the back, extra gold to the front, north there next to the rhino, and extra gold to the back and stone. So not a bad spawn for who. Stone and gold to the back, primary gold to the back, 3 forests in the rear. I mean, if he goes cav archers, this is going to be fun. That's a lot of wood here. 11,000. And Guki, primary gold to the front, 2 of her extra resources in the forward position, but also extra gold and stone to the back. Not bad. Barry's less exposed. But this is what happens when one player spawns in a corner. They have a lot of space to the rear, and then one player spawns along the flat edge of the map, and then they have nothing in the back. Easy to wall off, though. But look at this. If the Tatar gets a hold of this high ground, it is GG. Look at how much high ground there is here. This is ridiculous against the Tatars. If she was the Georgians, I would say it would be an equal fight here. But against the Tatars, we'll see. Never discount the Goth. Never discount their ability to just shove so many units down their opponent's throat. I am better than Locosair. I don't know about that. I know I talk a lot slower than Locosair. Keeper Charlie, big fan, keep it up. Recently found your YouTube channel, love it. Awesome. I'm glad you could join us live. If Guki was Kappa, she would be asking for it. That's funny. I'm curious because this map to me is like the perfect map for the Tatars. It doesn't matter what unit you build here. Number one, you're facing off against an infantry civilization, so you're already good as the mounted civ. You have extra armor on your units. They lack so much armor on theirs. Crystallo, you said the CL looking like a D. I just can't help thinking about it now. I'm telling you, back in the 90s, when we were playing this game on MSN Zone, and everyone had AOL and MSN messengers, the CL would be like the letter D. Right? I mean, this is a... Chistolo, you're probably under the age of 40, which is why you don't, you didn't recognize it. Or you're either under 40 or over 80. I'll give you that. Otherwise, you would have known that the CL is the D. I'm just kidding. But yeah, we used to make stupid shit like that all the time. Like, if you were to write the letter I and then a capital... pardon me, if you were to write the letter I and then the number 2, it would stand for the letter R. And that's basically it. Keeper Charlie, thank you. That's exactly why I make the shorts. I make the shorts based on my videos so that if somebody is interested in what they see, they can go back and look at the actual full video as opposed to like a clip of a battle or some cool micro banter. I'm the Bruce Buffer of AoE. That's funny. Good announcer. I'm doing quite well. Thank you so much. ASL back in those days, man, oh man. So the players are circling around one another. No surprise, our player that spawned in the 2 o'clock position thinks that her opponent is down here, but he is of course not. And the player that spawned at the 9 o'clock position thinks that his opponent is at the 3 o'clock position, which of course we know she is not. And welcome to the insanity, the randomness that is Age of Empires. As this scout now continues to circle. When will we have a kill? We are 11 minutes into the game. These buzzards, these conned vultures, pardon me, are very hungry. Oh, you're not from North America, so you didn't know? Fair enough. What? I was looking at a chat. The TC gets the first kill of the game as Chile takes out the eyeballs of the Goth, and now the Goth is scoutless and playing very defensive. Yeah, we used to have a whole like different language for letters and things like that back when the internet was just starting. Super, of course I remember ICQ. I used to use ICQ all the time. Is its time is ready? The equal of my hello and welcome. My hello and welcome is modeled after Robin Williams in Good Morning Vietnam, which I think I've said before. Okay, Guki is very close to walling herself completely in. And now the Goth. Oh, I don't know. You can't really let the Goth boom like this. She's managed to get her primary gold inside, but everything else, extra stone, extra gold, extra stone, all outside. She does have an extra pile of gold, but I don't know how you can really mine that if it's part of the wall off. A few of those juicy Tatar cav archers. ICQ was the shit back in the day. Now, if you remember MIRC, then you're a real big nerd like I was. Banter, I was thinking about doing Wandering Warriors, but number one, it's during the weekend, which is harder for me to do during the day, because it's primarily during the day for me. And number two, there are just so many casters already covering it. But I do want to do tournaments, and I will be doing tournaments. I'm just like I was saying earlier, I'm just my time, I'm not doing this full time, so it's a bit hard for me to like allocate exactly which tournaments and stuff, but we'll see in the next few months. I'm planning to do more content and more live streams. Which I keep in mind, I said that in October, but then the baby got sick and the entire household got sick for a month, and now people are telling me my voice still sounds like I'm sick. Okay, looks like a second kill for our Tatar as our Tatar loses his first skirmisher. Devil Inside, hello. How are you tonight? I did see Tyson and Paul pretend to fight. And bullshit, Mike Tyson, you have a biting fixation. You were biting that glove so that you wouldn't knock Paul out with one freaking punch. Bullshit, you have a biting fixation. That is something your PR people told you to say because of the Evander Holyfield fight where you bit his ear off. That was the most disappointing thing. And it is on brand. I don't want to sound like an old person who's always complaining about everything, but why must everything suck? Why must new movies suck? New TV shows suck? New music suck? And now this fight that I was so hyped about, I was expecting Tyson to knock him out. Now, I don't know if it's real or not, but somebody on Twitter had a copy of their contract, and it said no first round knockouts, and Tyson had the most monetary gain, meaning he got paid the most if he took it to the 8th round. So I don't know. If you saw his training videos, he was a lot stronger training than he was in the actual matchup. But in the actual matchup, he was actually fighting against somebody who wanted to knock him out. So you never can tell. But I was incredibly disappointed. I was incredibly disappointed in that fight. I tried to stay up. I fell asleep. I watched it the first thing I woke up. And I was like, really? This is why I stayed up? This is pathetic. Although seeing Mike Tyson's ass was fun. 56k modem. Jimenez, you know MIRC? Exactly. Now I know that you're an oldie. I try not to guest on. I try not to like hypecast too much. There are times when I get really excited, as I'm sure you know. There are times when my voice jumps up to like prepubescent levels. Our Tatar is keeping all the pressure on this side of the map. I wonder what kind of secret he is cooking up at home. He's got another stable. So he's gone up to 2 stables. Are we going to get to see Step Lancers? Oh, the 2 women fighting were freaking amazing. The other fights were fantastic. The other cards that were played that night were fantastic. But the Tyson Paul fight was just like, I saw somebody put together a highlight reel on YouTube, and the #1 most loved comment was, there are no highlights. This is pathetic. It was like 2.5 minutes of garbage. Sereno did get robbed. She landed a lot more punches. She just, I agree. I think she got robbed. What is my opinion about AoE 4? I'm not a fan of AoE 4. I'm not a fan of the graphics. It reminds me too much of like games like Warcraft and Starcraft. I like my graphics like this. This to me is like the perfect game. Vapala, I am in TO. You're on the Danforth. I'm so jealous. My hands down favorite lunch spot in the world is on the Danforth, Messini. Oh, I miss it. Now just thinking about it makes me want to go and get a freaking plate of meat and those Greek fries that they have. Damn, no, I'm closer to the water near the harborfront area. Castle H for our Tatar, 2 extra TCs. Remember, they come with 2 free sheep, which for the Tatars means 300 food, not 200. When Messini opened up a location at Yonge and Eglinton, I was so excited. That was closer to my work, and it is Step Lancers. And then that location shut down so quickly. And I was like, oh no. Also, Danforth has a lot of cool, very cool cheese shop that I like to go to. And Allen's. Fantastic hamburgers at Allen's. Although that's right at the beginning of Danforth. Astoria is an amazing. I used to go to Astoria after my piano competitions and chess competitions downtown with my parents. I would get their grilled chicken breast shish kebab. Ooh, ooh, Vapala, you're making me real hungry right now. Yeah, David, I wonder why they're stuck and fixated on that 60 unit maximum. I wonder if it's like something built into the programming. Yeah, I'm telling you, don't get me started about food. And the fact that you're on the Danforth is basically just all food for me right now. You prefer StarCraft 1 for the same reason? Exactly. Exactly. I prefer... Not that AoE 2 is cartoonish, but I just prefer this kind of graphics. It's almost like a little bit too three-dimensional is AoE 4. Plus, I'm not a fan of like auras and spells and things like that, unless they're introduced properly into the game, like full works and stuff, and Manaspas and whatnot, but I can't say I'm the biggest fan of AoE 4. I'm like an AoE 2 guy. Plus, it's the last real game that I played before I went to university and law school and got a job and all that stuff. So it's kind of like built into my brain. Okay, that's a lot of villagers to build one house, and she builds it in the wrong location! The Step Lancers are in. How many of them are there? 5 of them. And they're going straight for the villagers. They are on the high ground. So that 10 attack is now 15 attack. Ugh. Yuck. But Town Center does manage to snipe 2 of them. You working on Bremner Boulevard? I used to live on Bremner. In City Place. What is it called? City Place, yeah. Ooh, I used to love the old Counter-Strike games. I skipped so much university classes in first-year university to play Counter-Strike. My Spanish teacher didn't even know I was in her class for the first 3 months of university because I was playing Counter-Strike so much. Danforth is a fantastic place to take anyone on a date. Just because the food options are so good. Bremner's a little bit off, not a lot of good food around Bremner. I'm trying to think. I haven't been back there in to like my old haunting place there at City Place in a while, but I don't remember there being that many good options. There's like your standard Toronto, like a Popeyes and a random pub, one of those Fox and Firkin, Blah and Firkin, Step Lancer and Firkin. Everything has a Firkin in Toronto. Not sure even what the hell a Firkin is. Okay, and now our Goth. Guki has sustained basically 25 minutes of assault and is now pushing out. This is where the Goth can be very dangerous. Skirmishers need to try to snipe the monks so that the pikemen can have their way with these step lancers. But one gets converted. There we go. Step lancers also not exactly the heaviest of armored units. Ooh, he missed the monk. I mean, if you're gonna go skirmisher play, you kind of want to get ballistics, don't you? But we're adding in barracks. Let's see the military-industrial complex here. 2 barracks and an archery range against 2 stables and an archery range. And it's a very defensive siege workshop here. Oh yeah, so he's gonna try to mangonel some of these skirmishers. At the same time, Guki is poking her opponent's eyes out. Has she seen this villager up here? She is not. Another barracks. There's ballistics. Okay. And where's that? I'm gonna keep my mouse on this siege workshop so I can see when the mangonel pops out, although the skirmishers are pretty far away. Yeah, everything had a firkin in it. I don't understand. What the hell's a firkin? Is that an animal? Oh no, oh no, step lancers. They are just running and poking and killing, one-shotting villagers here. Pikemen, I don't even think 4 pikemen are going to be enough to scare this. Ooh, 8 pikemen might be. But let's see the mangonel, let's see the mangonel. Where is the mangonel? Okay, it's up here. He added a scorpion as well to take care of some of these pikemen if they get a little bit too close, a little bit too handsy. And again, dive bombing underneath a TC is not great. Especially not with just +1 armor. This is a waste of step lancers here. Yeah, they're just falling way too much. Although, to be fair, 12 villager kills. I don't know, against the Goths, 12 villager kills? I don't know. Let's see how it all works out in the end. But the northern portion of Guki's base is slowly being cleared out. She has seen the outpost, and she saw the step lancers advancing, so she's running away. And there we go. We caught 1 kill. But look at Guki. She's brought her own very forward siege workshop. Step lancers soften up the mango. Red mango gets the kill, and now he is free to shell away at these skirmishers. What are my thoughts about ballistic scorpions? I think they needed to give the Romans something when they took it away from them, or they at least took away the uniqueness of it from them. They didn't give the Romans anything. Very defensive castle. Another town center going up for our Tatar. And this is exactly what I thought we were going to see and exactly what I wanted to see. I want to see a big Gothic press. Guki has 3.5 times the army count versus the more mobile. Oh no, don't run through. Don't run through this. What are you doing? Through the more mobile Tatar army, but another mangonel falls. No more mangoes being trained. She's going up to 700 gold. Are we seeing an Imperial Age push here? I don't mind ballistic scorpions. I have yet to see a game where they do that much damage against anything other than infantry. I think it gives civs that don't necessarily have the craziest of siege lines a little bit of an advantage, even if you just go basic scorpion and not heavy. So I don't really mind it. But again, when they took it away from the Romans, they should have really given the Romans something in return. That was a waste of a lot of pikemen. That was a waste of a lot of pikemen. Although we are, what, 30% cheaper, so not exactly the end of the world. Yeah, exactly. This is the composition that she has is going to get shredded. And her opponent is, in fact, going for 6 scorpions. And who is a minute away from Imperial. I feel like an Abbott and Costello act here. Who's an Imperial? That's what I'm asking you. No. Who's on first? I like this Mangonel is nice and secure here. Probably our Tatar has no clue where it's firing from. But again, she moves in her pikeman into the castle firing zone and then just stops. Luckily for her, ballistics not completed just yet. And where are these 8 scorpions? So this is where our Goth is going to have to come up with an answer to these scorpions. Gimut. How are you tonight? As you can hear, we have sound on our game, thanks to you. Yesterday, when they introduced the new patch, or the new update to Capture Age, all of a sudden my sound stopped working. None of the games had any sound until Gimut showed up, slid into my DMs, and helped me fix it. And I just finished, right before this live stream, just finished casting the Survivalist Teuton game, and you were not kidding. Elite Step Lancers, Heavy Scorpions with Siege Engineers. Ooh, Fried Crown, nice to see you again. Oh yeah, look how cocky. Look how cocky our Tatar is with 3 forward stables that, by the way, our Goth sees. Now the Goth, to be fair, they can spam the hell out of this. What they need though is something a bit tankier than a pikeman. And definitely need to stagger your units, not do this. I wonder if the Goths should get crenellations. Or at least half of the crenellations that allows your infantry to add arrows to castles. That would be a pretty cool Goth unique tech. And here we go. Red is not paying attention when you close. Oh, that's what you get. 3 dead Step Lancers in the blink of an eye. 4. Will it be 5? It is not, because the castle is down. And here we go. Remember, the Scorpion still does pierce damage of 12. And a Huskarl fully upgraded has 10 pierce armor. So ignoring the pass-through damage, the Huskarl here shouldn't do too terribly against the Scorpions if he can stagger them. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, Guki is a fantastic. Her career is just starting. I believe there is Guki, there's Gabby. I tried to load up one of Gabby's games, but unfortunately the user interface started derping out. Not too sure why. I'll try again once this game is over. Oh, and now the Tatar raiding has begun. But look at this. Our Gothic base is pretty walled in. And there's a castle here, so I'm not sure who is going to find very much damage over here. How many kills on the Scorpions? Now you're entering into real dangerous territory. Only 10 kills, but why is he training flaming camels? Fried Crown, I hope you squashed your beef. No, I'm not going to be casting the Wandering Warriors Cup. I'm very confused as to why our Tatars have adding flaming camels. Their bonuses are all against mounted units. I guess building, but camel, cavalry, war elephant. Okay. Is he going to try to run them into the halberdiers? Ooh, you think he's expecting bombard cannons? Let's see it. Let's see it. Now he just... Look how little they did. They did nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 halberdiers for what was that? 5 or 6 flaming camels. And 8 halberdiers, which by the way are 35% cheaper than normal. I think there's also Jimenez, I think there's also a female player named Wade, if I'm not mistaken. I have a Survivalist Wade game also. But yeah, no, I won't be doing Wanderers. Oh, you were right about the bombard cannon. it's during a time that's not really like I can really work yet. During the day on the weekends. And also, there's just so many other casters covering it. Although there's a particularly fun set. Maybe I'll start casting in the finals or semifinals. Let's see what's going around here, because I'm seeing the villager kill count going up and up and up for our Tatar, who's now killed 68 villagers. He's getting the gold off here to the right. He's getting stone. His stables are getting knocked down slowly. More villager kills. 68 has become 80. And this is where the Tatar mobility really comes into play. Where are the Hussars? He does not have the gold at all for Hussars. And here we go. This is what our Goth needs to do. Introduce a little bit of long-range death machines. There you go. As mobile as the Tatar is, it can't be everywhere. Flaming camel because they look cool. Bye. He does get a bombard cannon. He gets both bombard cannons. Oh, that's so sour. What is this? Does our Tatar have Farimba? What the hell was that? Oh no, he just attacks. He does a blast furnace. Flaming camels should lose HP every time they move. Interesting. Why? Because they're on fire? And like I said, this is where Huskarls will, I think, come in very handy. Exposed Trev will get attacked by a group of halberdiers. As powerful as pass-through damage is, again, this is just a 17 pierce attack. I think Guki needed a lot more. Look at her resources. Why isn't she going? Has she not researched anarchy? No, she hasn't. There it is. Okay, now. There we go. Is it too little too late, though? How many barracks? 5 barracks is not enough. Unless you get perfusion and... Oh, okay, she just GG's. Well, there you go. Bullshit. They weren't Hussars. They were light cavalry for the majority of the game, and there's Timid Siegecraft. 43 heavy scorpions. Only 9 Huskarls. So again, I really do wonder if instead of the halberdiers, look at her gold. She could have easily started spamming with enough micro. The problem with fighting scorpions is always closing in on the scorpions, because you can lose your entire army if you move them in this kind of column at your opponent's scorpions. But if you move from 2 or 3 angles, maybe more, if you stagger your units, especially a unit like the Huskarl that has 10 pierce armor, so it's really only taking 7 damage from 1 volley, even if the scorpion gets 2 volleys off. That's 14 damage. Let's add a little bit of pass through. Let's make it 25 damage. And then all of a sudden you've closed in on the scorpion. And these are not Romans. They've got 2 minimum range. And so they're dead. I don't know. Sometimes it's I feel scorpions scare players. It looks like it definitely did look like GG territory, because it was GG. Peak APM. Look at that hero level APM right at the end of the game. And also right at the end of the game, but much, much lower for Guki. Okay. Economically, our Tatar ahead about 16,000. He gets all the resources but stone. Oh, that's a lot of stone for the Goth. I don't even, that's the funny thing. As the Goth, you don't really need that much stone. I like that she was using her castles to secure different parts of the map. Here and here, the forward castle as well. That was good. You, against a fast civilization, castles are a good way to kind of zone out their faster moving units. 3 conversions, 13 raisings to 12. But look at the kill count. Not surprising when your opponent's going halberdiers and pike. You've got a lot more kills. And it's I think the villager kills that really did her in. This is a lot of food that she could have spent on units. Even at a 35% discount, you still need that. But look at her resources. If she knew she was this far ahead economically, you think she would have GG'd? I don't think she would have GG'd. In any event, it is what it is. Game number 2, also fun. But again, I really think some Huskarls here would have been fantastic and, more importantly, deadly against these Scorpions. And again, the Huskarls at 35% off. You are paying full price. Again, you're not Roman. You don't have 30 gold scorpions. But my rant is over. I'm gonna move on to the next game. Let's do another survivalist game. Survivalist games are always fun. And we'll see how my voice is, because now that everyone's mentioned it, I'm starting to feel like my voice is a little dry, but we'll see how it goes. Oh, pardon me. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe Wade is also a female player. And why do I mention that? Because we are watching Survivalist playing as the Lithuanians take on Wade playing as the Celts. Look at that. Fantastic immediate scouting, finding that elephant. So Lithuanians, Celts. I mean, if you've seen a few of my shorts lately, it's all about that Celtic Paladin. Can you imagine Celtic Paladin versus fully relict and upgraded Lithuanian Paladin? That would just not be fair. And let's see, most importantly, where the hell are the relics and how close are they to Survivalist base? Okay, he's got one relic off to the back. I wonder if he'll see it, if he just discovers where these animals are, these pushables, if he'll stop there or if he'll actually keep exploring the rear of his base. Then there's always lately one in the center of the map on Arabia. Okay, so this is basically north, east, south, and west. Okay. So hopefully Survivalist, for his sake, knows that the relics are in NESW position. Chunky boy falls. And our Celt, let's see. Pretty damn open base. Primary stone to the front, gold to the back. And then Yuck, both extra second and third gold patches in the forward position. Extra stone to the north. And forests. Ouch. I mean, this is a very small forest and very exposed forest. Survivalist, also not exactly a closed off base here. Not too sure what this forest little thing is. And let's see, did he go back? Oh, he's going to want to scout that. Obviously, duh, says the person who sees everything. Also has two forests, only one to the rear, one kind of to the front. Gold in the forward position, stone to the back, extra gold to the north. And oh man, look how exposed this gold. How's he even going to mine this gold? He's going to have to get rid of this forest first. And where's your extra stone? Down here. Berries, nice and safe for the Lithuanian to the back. And berries, let's call it safe-ish. Not too far away from the town center. For our Celt. James, how are you? Glad you could join us. Another elephant being pushed. And now this is, because you know Survivalist is not going to go back here once he finishes with his zebras, which is kind of sour. That's unfortunate. That being said, he is playing Lithuanians. One of the three... Is it 3 civilizations that gets a relic feature? Aztecs get more gold, Burgundians get food, Lithuanians get attack boost. Is there any other civ that gets a relic? This is why I love live streaming, by the way, because I can just run my mouth and just ask you guys. Is there any other civ that gets any kind of relic bonus or boost? I mean, the Burmese see where the relics are, but that's not really the same thing. I'm wondering. Trying to go through my head the list of civilizations, but you know, it used to be 12, 13. Now it's 45, so a little bit more difficult to remember each and individual one. But I think that is in fact the case. Aztec is, yeah, Aztec get more gold. The Burgundians generate food. Atomic Sausage, bro, wave right back to you. Thanks so much for that, for the gifted sub to Hera's channel. Shane, yeah, Armenians get a free one. But I think it's only the 3 civilizations that get an actual, like, bonus. Like, the relic does something extra beyond its normal gold generation. Like, the Lithuanians get the attack bonus, the Aztecs get the gold, Burgundians get the food, and... anything else? Not really, right? Okay, well, yeah, keeping your brains active. Yeah, every time I can create new neuron links in your brain, I'm a happy camper. By the way, Survivalist is going to hit Feudal Age light years ahead of his opponent off the back of only 17. So he's cutting corners to get his ass up, probably to a faster castle. Or maybe not to a faster castle. Maybe he just wants to find the relics first. But he is definitely cutting corners. He hit Feudal Age right as Wade was clicking up to Feudal Age. Yeah, Atomic Sausage, that was very nice of you. I appreciate that. I'm still like surprised that Hera even knows who the hell I am. The Portuguese get a secret relic. That's funny. Actually, I'm trying to think of the gold generation for the Feitoria versus a relic. That is definitely something Spirit of the Law would know. As I said in today's video, I'm more of a fart joke kind of caster, as opposed to the nitty-gritty. But what am I saying? I love the nitty-gritty. Yeah, so Survivalist, never mind. Fast Castle, not. He is going straight for aggression here. Cat, hello, hello. A stream, this may be the last game. I'm not sure. People are telling me my voice sounds very dry and parched and nasally and congested and all the other good stuff. So we'll see how I feel at the end of this game. See how long this game lasts. Oh, I'm sure he did. I mean, it's funny that he kind of half completed these walls. Where did the scout even come in from? Doesn't really matter. It looks like we were about to have our first kill. Villager or scout, what will it be? It is a scout. Oh, you've been working nights? The worst. We're fellow Canadians. True. Although he's in Argentina now, right? My voice sounds normal? Okay. Thank you, thank you. This game is going post-Imperial. Why? Because it's Survivalist? Wade is moving forward with the same army that she's had for a long, long time. Survivalist moving forward with the same army he's had for a long, long time. Our Celt is training one of everything, just like we saw in game number 1. A skirmisher, a scout, a spearman, archers, and militiamen. And despite all of this army, it is the villager who ended up getting the kill. Isn't that funny? Actually, wait, where is that villager? Oh, maybe she moved him closer to the... Are you the lumberjack? Oh, okay. All right. Using those axe attack skills for economic use. Yeah, I feel like Hera is like... he's adopting Argentina as his home, so... in his mind, if he's like Argentinian now, then he's Argentinian. Although I can't say I did see... was he wearing an Argentina flag at Red Bull Whocl? All right. Big Celtic army is heading out. Survivalist, very bare bones 3 army count, adding a single skirmisher. And now I can confidently say it looks like he wants to go up to the next stage. What a wonky... oh, he's housed. He's housed for a hot second. What a wonky base. Walling off the wood line a little bit. Walling off the gold with a tower. Everything else is pretty open. The berries are about to get depleted. Wade playing it more of a standard. I love the double range. And even more walling in, walling out, walling off, whatever you want to call it. How broken do you think a civilization with free range upgrades would be? Not broken at all. It was like you're saying, it would basically be like the Magyars. Although I suspect, knowing the developers of this game, ooh, where are you going, sneaky, sneaky? Knowing the developers of this game, the free range upgrades, I'm assuming you mean like Fletching and Bodkin and Bracer, would probably be given to like an infantry civilization. It would probably be given to like the Romans or the Goths, you know? It would be given to like an infantry or a cavalry civilization. Knowing how these, like, just like the Magyars have them, even though they're very much a cav archer civilization. Although, to be fair, the Magyars do have some powerful cavalry, melee cavalry of their own. People sleep on the Magyar Hussar in Castle Age, but you got a unit that attacks on a 9 in the Castle Age that is 80 food. You just need a castle and some gold to get it there. Fung Fung, hello, hello. I have yet to see a huge Magyar Hussar usage in Castle Age, which is, I think is a travesty. That unit comes with better siege attack bonuses than the Mangudai. Zuil, hello, hello. You don't have to apologize for missing live streams. I've been absent from them myself. I haven't live streamed in 2 weeks. I apologize. First I was sick, and now I'm in the process of figuring out moving apartments. It's just been a very, very busy personal time. What are these three still doing? These three friends. This is like the friends you made in grade 5, and then you get to high school and you're still friends with them. Like, what the hell are they still doing here from the Dark Age? So Zuil, you haven't missed anything. Don't worry. But glad to see you, and glad you're keeping up with the videos. I'm glad you enjoy them. I was very when I saw today's video, before I casted it, I was like, ooh, I have to cast. It's always risky to like cast a caster, you know, because then you go on Reddit and people are like, oh, look at this jerk who thinks he can cast T90. Who is this dumbass? But number one, T90 is awesome, so he's like very laid back. I don't think he would be upset at anything. Number two, I'm not really like an insulting person. I don't really like insult. Come on, get back. There we go. So I can't imagine why anybody would be upset, but oh no, I missed the 3 friends from high school dying together. But when I saw that game, I saw it was redphosphoru, a mirror matchup, and the fact that they had the exact same Elos, I knew I had to cast that game. Even though, like I said in the video, T90 was an underdog. Just because redphosphoru practices so much and plays so much with the same civilizations over and over again. Moving does suck. Thank you. Oh, Cat. Thank you so much for gifting a sub to Don Wilbur. Maybe the BR is Brazil. And look at this. What the hell is this? When is the last time we saw infrastructure being built along the edge of flat Earth? That is amazing. Oh, Cat, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. The move is going to be very annoying, but necessary. I'm hoping to get much better internet. I'm going to have a little studio that I'm going to try to set up. Just get the live cam, the webcam going, so you guys can see me acting like an idiot. Which I generally do, but you guys just don't get to see it. Like in my videos, when I say I'm holding my hands up to my head like a cartoon character, I am holding my hands up to my head like a cartoon character. Bye-bye skirmishers? Survivalist finds this proxy base, and our Celt 4 military buildings here is bonkers. Definitely not locked into Rogers. Definitely will not be getting Rogers ever again. Yeah, Chistolo, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. You're absolutely right about it. It's hard to mask them, but if you can, oh man, having a unit that attacks for 80 food on a 9 with that attack bonus against siege is pretty bonkers. Oh, I think my YouTube chat froze. Sorry. Is the tech for the removal of Magyar Hussar Gold Kervinia? Yeah, it is a Castle Age upgrade, I believe. Zuhil, thank you. As always, I'm hoping I feel better too. And Taka, hello, hello. Thank you so much. I'm glad you could join us live. Right as this Celtic siege push is slamming into Survivalist flank here. He's expanded his lumberjacking operations. Why is our Lithuanian not getting relics? His gold is secure. Let's see how many relics Survivalist has. Okay, so he has seen the one to the back of his base. Okay, he's seen the one to the center, and he's seen the one to the south. So our Lithuanian is missing out on... And by the way, the one in the center and the south are easy to get, because his opponent is here. You gotta send the monk. You gotta send the monk. Oh, Fried Crown. Don't even get me started about how much the tax rate is here. Cat, has it been 4 months? Oh my goodness. So on YouTube, you'll have 4 pizza slices. And here we go. Survivalist trying to go through the north. Where is he going, though? Going after the monks. Oh, that is so many conversions. But the monks are all dead. Red has one more monk slowly waddling his way forward here. Okay, he should be able to get the scorpions. But this is where a free +2 attack boost would come in very handy. Ooh, that heart-shaped pizza. I knew when I saw the pizza emojis that it would have to be the pizza emojis. I was trying to be like professional with like a shield and a sword and all this, but I was like, nah, it's gotta be pizza. Another town center. Going up for Wade. The pressure from our Celt has been unrelenting. That being said, Survivalist is holding with more kills. I really don't understand why he's not sending out a monk to get these relics. I get it. You want to save some possible conversions. He does not have redemption, which means the scorpions can't be converted. But let's see. I see a slow dot moving. There we go. Finally, he's going after a relic. He is going after a relic. Our Celt put on some pressure, then stopped. Keeps trying to get these gold miners. Does Wade know? No, she doesn't know that there's gold here. Ooh, if only she knew that. She knows where 2 of the 3 are. She needs to have located that 3rd, and he's returning home with a 2nd relic. Okay, so these knights are about to be boosted with a +2 attack. Survivalist does not exactly have the food for forging just yet, prioritizing the light cavalry and armor upgrades. The monks definitely have to stretch their legs, especially since Red's not pushing in anymore. Couple of feudal age excuse me, scout, oh my god, archers. So what is going on here? Why did our Celt just stop? Back home, maybe something? No, just more and more wall-offs. Pikemen are out now for our Celt. Okay, they do move a little bit faster, I guess. This is a nice battle between faster-moving pikes. Lithuanians, I think, move 10% faster. But again, no damage being done here. I guess you can attack the town center if you wanted to. But so far not. Oh, Survivalist blue blob is heading on the other side of the map. To the other side of the map. There we go. There you go. You got yourself some free iron casting. Okay. One player's attacking a palisade. One player's just led into the base. Oh, Wade is going to regret that. There is one knight here that has 5 HP. That knight dies. And there's going to be a slaughter. Immediate wall off of the gold on the right side. I'm assuming immediate wall off of the lumberjack operation to the north side. And now, wait a second. Now the knights might... No, they're not trapped. There's an opening here. No, there isn't an opening here. This dead tree is actually blocking the way. So the knights are trapped back home. Oh, and that's it. That's it. Wade is not paying attention. 2 monks die immediately. No conversions for you. All of the siege is gone in Survivalist. Absolutely takes this game handily at the moment. Look at that offense and defense. Jai Kumar. I am casting the Rising Stars, but oh, wait a second. One tile away from being a perfect trap. Sarah Cast, I am streaming on Twitch now. Oh my god, look at this. Talk about inefficient. Oh my god. Half of these lumberjacks can't even get their wood to the market. Only one knight has died. Town center should clear up the last ones, especially if they stop the fight and kill some vills. That being said, does Survivalist really care? He's cleaned up this entire assault to the left. He's gonna get the 3rd relic as well. Has he seen the other 2? No, he hasn't. Oh, he's so close. He's so close. Look at that. 3 tiles away to seeing that relic. Why the pikemen running away? What's their HP? Yeah, that villager got sick and tired of paying 54% taxes and was like, just come burn it all to the ground. Llama drama, I meant militarily. Handily. But that, by the way, now frees him up to expand his eco, though. We'll see if he's too far behind. A 30C going up for our Celt as well. And to be fair, our Celts spent a good amount of resources building that army, that siege army here that has all been destroyed. And 16 pikemen are not going to do very well against a +3 attack. If he wanted to, +5 attack knight. Ugh. Yeah, Sarahcast, I'm doing both with Restream. Game over for Mr. Wade. I mean, this is definitely one way to throw it. And then villager count won't really mean that much. Oh, Jai Kumar, somebody made a joke about how Hera moved to Argentina because of the lower taxes and how the taxes in Canada are like 54%. So I was making another joke about how the pikemen let him into the gates. Okay. And Survivalist, by the way, with this small but mighty army, I mean, it's bigger than Wade's, but still small. He's just healing them up non-stop. Look at this. 36 kills for them. And let's see. Wade, 43 villagers ahead. Will that translate into quicker Imperial? Will it translate into more army? So far, not translating into much of anything. The upgrades are a little bit ahead in terms of armor upgrades. Survivalist, I'm surprised, is not taking this fight. He could easily steamroll these pikemen. And with the monks healing 4 of them, I doubt he would lose more than 2 or 3 monks. Knights. Has he seen? Oh, he still hasn't seen. This relic is missing. This relic is missing. Survivalist has all 4 relics, by the way, that he needs for the +4 attack boost. So these knights are now at a +5. They can be at a +6 if he wanted to. That's the bonkers nature of Castle Age Lithuanians. Having a 16 attack unit in Castle Age. Although I say bonkers, that's pretty much a Shotel warrior. Twitch is doing well right now because we got an awesome raid from somebody, which is a feature that doesn't exist in YouTube. You can't raid somebody's channel on YouTube. And there we go, he's taking the fight. Converted pikeman joining in. Survivalist is throwing away a few of his units, but look at that. Almost no blue bodies. Just a few here. 4, I think. But the castle's up now. He's got to get the hell out of here. 29 army count is now 27. 19 knights. No, Shane, that is the, I believe that's just income tax. Costs nothing to place 2 stone walls. Kat, you're considering moving back to Ontario? Probably Alberta would probably have much more. What is the word I'm looking for? Lower tax rate? Well, maybe not Alberta, actually. Uh-oh, now the Woad Raider fun has begun. And they can take on knights, especially in quantity. But, again, Survivalist has the army count lead. I'm really surprised that Wade is not an Imperial right now. With all the resources available, not to be an Imperial. Ahead 32 villagers still. So what's going to happen? Is Wade going to stop training villagers, start massing army, and then Survivalist is going to keep training villagers and just lose out on army count? I'm not sure what's going to happen here. Because against any other knight that in Castle Age is +2, it's so easy to predict. The knight's going to die. But this is a +5 knight. And if Survivalist wanted to very quickly, he can become a +6 knight. Healthcare here is very free, but, well, free in quotation marks, but you gotta wait a long time. And look at that. Everyone who was talking about the villager count, look at the villager count now. Look at it now. Survivalist absolutely gutting the construction crew of this castle. He's only down 5 villagers now. That being said, Woad Raiders are poking and pressing, trying to see what they can suss out, maybe kill some villagers themselves. They have iron casting, but they are not Lithuanians. But yeah, Gimut, absolutely. There's a few things pro players do that is pretty bonkers and annoying. I don't know why they don't do it. Damn you, house, says this one Woad Raider. Armies, are they gonna collide? Now Survivalists definitely cannot take this fight. Way too many pikemen here. What is this, like 2.5 to 1? Yeah, 2 to 1. But wow, what a move by Survivalist. First he wipes out the Celtic siege army, then he wipes out the villager lead, and now he's only down 8 villagers. Now can I say the word handily? Because Survivalist seems to be in the driver's seat of this game, even though, wait a second, our Celt, who has been a little bit, I'm gonna let you control the game kind of play right now, is moving forward with a castle. 13, lucky 13 number of villagers. Kat, did you ever see those Ontario government commercials where it's Ontario, no place like home? Your comment. Do Lithuanians get bombard cannons or hand cannoneers? They get both. Hand cannoneer there, bombard cannon there. Canadians get herbal medicine for free, Shane. That is freaking hilarious. It's not free, but it's definitely we get some herbal medicine here. Ooh, Derek. With the Tina Turner lyrics. Or no, not Tina Turner. Aretha Franklin? Who was the first to sing that song? And there we go, Gimut. Look what happened here. Look what happened here, but it's not a full wall off. And the gate is open. Our Lithuanians heading up to Imperial. Shocking that he will hit it first. And he's getting murder holes. Also shocking. Babylon, you like Toronto because there's no winter? Me standing in negative 35-degree weather at the Spadina streetcar stops waiting to be taken to the subway line would beg to differ. The winters don't last very long, but we have some real tough winters. And that's me when I was circling back to what we were talking about earlier. That was me when I was living in City Place. So we've got Woad Raiders running amok in the west. Woad Raiders about to attack and kill the siege in the center. Okay, siege gone, mission accomplished. Now the push continues. Farming community, lumberjack community. Castle versus castle. Survivalist attacking a house inexplicably as he now pushes into the north. So both players are pushing in. One to the center south, one to the center north. Survivalist at least save a little bit of food, go up to Cavaliers or something. Okay, he's gonna get hand cannoneers, right? This is what the chemistry upgrade is for. Banter, you were asking, and Survivalist is answering. Minus 35 Celsius. Oh my god, Quebec City winters are disgusting. Montreal winters are gross. Quebec is so beautiful, but the winters are... Ugh. Everyone's calling the game for Wade at the moment. Wade is back up to 50 extra villagers. Survivalist is down half the army count. And he's about to lose the only advantage he has, which is these 4 relics. Oh no. Out they pop. Out they pop. I mean, 10 minutes ago, Survivalist looked like he had this in the bag. But that's, never underestimate the barista in the funny pants. The long hair and the tats. Oh man, waiting for the streetcar in minus 30-degree weather. Trying to breathe. Lungs hurting. Ugh. There is a Treb placed behind this gate. Do I see a Latus? I see a Latus. And now, I don't see a Latus anymore, but did manage to kill one of the battering rams. And in comes the Celt. Do we have Fura Celtica? We do not. Do we have any of the upgrades? No, we do not. And now your pathetic +1 knight is not going to last very long against these Woad Raiders. But look at this, Survivalist creates a little bit of a stronghold here in the northern portion of the map. Oh, Winnipeg. Oh my god. Oh no, more villager kills. 72 vill kills to 57. Banter's a Celt stan. Map vision of both town center count. Blue has 2 town centers left, one in the center, one in the west. Red still has 3, I believe. 1, 2, 3. Map vision for red. Sees all of the southeast. Survivalist sees all the north and northwest. So they basically carved up the map amongst themselves. Ogimu, you were talking about that. Okay, my bad. I thought Wade was she got her butt up to Imperial somehow. Now I'm looking at the resources. Looks like very much on the menu. Survivalist still has an army of knights against pikemen. But look at this. Imperial Age advantage. 16 hand cannoneers. 19 hand cannoneers. They are going to shred through those pikemen very fast. Oh, Shane, I would trade you a Dallas, Texas winter for a Toronto winter any day of the week. Camilo, you want to know who to play against the Khmer? Ooh, what do you got running up against? The Ballista Elephant? Oh yeah, good eye, Bizarre Thoughts. They backhand the axe. Good eye. So let's see what's going around. Survivalist has busted into here. A few of his knights are wreaking havoc. By the way, don't discount the fact that he's an Imperial with trebuchets and has built himself an incredibly powerful army of hand cannoneers. Wade, on the other hand, is gutting the western portion of the Lithuanian base. Has not gathered the relics, even though all 4 of them are here. Imp TC was destroyed. Imp is going back up on the menu here on the right side. Oh no! Oh geez, you're in Saskatchewan. Pardon me, Saskatchewan. So I shouldn't be telling you about winters at all. Cat, bon appetit. You guys still think Wade has this? I don't know. This is starting to very quickly devolve into an insane game. I'm surprised the castle is here on the left and not on the right. Although here on the left, any Rams do have to go through a TC as well. Survivalist down almost 40 villagers. But look at this Lithuanian army. Ballista elephants are tough. You either have to have siege onagers, you have to have a very strong melee unit, like a heavy cavalry unit. You gotta throw in some monks. Or you have to have units that have attack bonuses against... If you really want to screw the Khmer that you know is gonna play ballista elephants, play the Saracens and go Mamelukes. And watch how fast that ballista elephant dies. What a bonkers game. What an absolute bonkers game. Red has expanded all across the southeast. Blue has expanded all the way across the northwest. And now, though, it looks like we're finally starting to have army versus army. I think the players are tired of all these sneaky little attacks to the side. And here we go. 9 battering rams full of woad raiders and pikemen. But Survivalist has to be careful. His gunpowder army has to be protected at all costs. This is crazy. What is happening? Survivalist is ripping this army to pieces. Both players are an Imperial. Both players, aside from these hand cannoneers, have Castle Age armies. And what the hell just happened? Hey! Long time no see. Yeah, well, I haven't been streaming for the longest time. For the last 2 weeks, I've just been slacking in the streaming department. Although, to be fair, I was having major technical issues. We're speaking about winters. I'm sure you have some good winter stories as well in Massachusetts. Or is it Michigan? Oh my god. I am so sorry. No, I think Massachusetts. Massachusetts. Well, look at that. Everyone who thought Wade was taking this. Wade is down villagers, down army, and somehow Survivalist has managed to pull that victory. I'm going to have to rewind and see what happened here in this battle. Yeah, it is Massachusetts. You know why I remember that? Because I originally said Michigan, and then you corrected me as I screwed your name up last stream. You're going to have to forgive me. My brain is like... My brain is, I woke up at 5:15 today to a screaming toddler. The weather is nice. My brother's actually going to be in Boston in 2 weeks. And he, I think his first time in Boston, if I'm not mistaken. Derek, of course I remember the ice storm 25 years ago. I remember a lot of things. I remember the major power out. That was also about 25 years ago. Fried crown, absolutely. Funny pants and long hair do not protect against lead bullets. Or whatever the hell these hand cannoneers fire. By the way, what's the kill count on the hand cannoneers? 54. High 50s all week. That's Fahrenheit. What's 50s in Celsius? Probably like low teens. They call everyone Texas. So what's going on? There's a bit of gold still left if Survivalist wants to take it. And this is one of those very messy games where the players are just going to keep fighting here and here and here. Castle is protecting the farming lands. That being said, Survivalist still has control of this quadrant and this quadrant. He's now taking control of the eastern quadrant of the map. And that has left our Celt in the southern quadrant only. The southern sector. 50 Celsius is, oh yeah, no, 50 Fahrenheit. 50 Celsius is like what Bizarre Thoughts is probably experiencing in Dubai. Ouch, ouch, ouch. What? I mean, this game is so full of twists and turns. I think Survivalist hitting Imperial Age first, though, was the game changer and the game winner. Lithuanian winged hussars. Okay. How many regular hussars does he have? Not a single one. He's at 200 population. Wade's struggling at 120. And there's settlements being pressed into here. World Raiders not fully upgraded. Still missing Blast Furnace. Lithuanian two-handed swordsman on the field. Why are they even on the field? I think he's just throwing whatever the hell he can. Probably because he's seeing a lot of skirmishers. Although the hand cannoneers are having an absolute fun time gutting those. Base trading games are always fun. Yeah, they're chaotic. I like to do them during the live stream because if I had to do this with picture-in-picture, I would like lose my mind. 50 plus here, not allowed to be outside more than 5 minutes. Yeah, Bizarre Thought, that's why I figured. Who has the relics now? Wade has 3, Survivalist has 1, and Mother Nature has the last 5th relic here behind this mill. Survivalist is going up to Elite Lechai. He's got 3 of them, and that's it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What a wonky game. You start out here and you get pushed down here, down here, down here, down here to here. And everyone who said Wade had this in the bag, my goodness, everyone who said Survivalist can't close a game, what a fun game. I'm a little bit surprised about the Elite Lechai transition, although he's got the food and the gold and map control for whatever the hell he wants. And that's his, honestly, his most powerful unit, although with only a +1 attack, doesn't even have Blast Furnace level, so I don't know about that. And it is the hand cannoneers that won it at the end for him versus the 103 Pike Woad. We need to go back and see that battle. 133 APM to 123. One player at the 19-minute mark, one player at the hour and 9-minute mark. Resources. Ooh, look at that. Less than 10% apart. Relic gold for our Lithuanian, a lot higher militarily. 13 conversions, 94 raisings. I mean, this game had it all. How cool was that first little push here by our Celt with the 2 siege workshops, the stable and the monastery? That was brutal. And then Survivalist going across the map, gutting the villager count, evening things up. And now look at the villager lead. 47 more villagers than his opponent. And I think Wade could have held out a few more minutes, maybe 10, 15 minutes more. But I think Wade realized that there's no real point. Not when you've got hand cannoneers opposing your infantry, and not when you've got two-handed swordsmen opposing your skirmishers. And I want to see what the hell happened here on that battle, because where was it? I think it was here, right? Okay, here we go. Joseph, are you here? Or did you see this part of the battle? If not, watch this. This is an amazing battle. So let's see what the hell's going on here.
Kid, love.
I'm gonna highlight everything under the sun here. Forget the Trebs. Our Lithuanian has 3 basic Scorpions, 37 hand cannoneers, 11 knights and 3 monks, and FYI the high ground. To be fair, this is where the hand cannoneers should be. Joseph, you're here. Watch this. This is going to be epic. On the other hand, our Celt.
Love. Kid.
I mean, it's going to be hard for me to count, but basically all the pikemen are in here, so they're going to try to close in. I'm assuming the game plan was for these battering rams to close in on the Trebs, and if the knights tried to intercede, then the pikemen would pop out, but that didn't really work out. 25 Woad Raiders, 18 pikemen, upgrades, +2, +2, +2. So let's see what the hell happens here. So sorry, who actually has a bigger army? Who actually has a bigger army? 44 units plus the pikemen inside, 47 units plus scorpions. Now it's telling me 5 scorpions because of course my clicking is never great. And let's see this unfold. Pikeman gets softened up by these scorpions. And it looks like Wade is trying to carve the army into 3 attack groups, but too much moving against the hand cannoneers. The pikemen are all dead. Battering rams still haven't even reached their destination. And now where are the Woad Raiders going? They're going after the scorpions. Did a single hand cannoneer die in that entire movement, or was Red just chasing the scorpions? What a waste of movement. Look at that. Not a single Woad Raider. Oh, now there's a few on the left side that are attacking, and now there are a few on the right side. But wow, way too much movement, not enough attack. And now you're left with battering rams, although you have cleared up all the knights, all except for 1. And that's it. That's all she wrote. Wow. What an epic battle. What an epic battle. And kudos to the Woad Raiders. 2 converted are now chasing these rams. But that's the problem when you have an infantry army. Forget the scorpions. This is the problem. +10 attack bonus against infantry. Wow. What an amazing game. I'm gonna have to advertise this game somehow. Figure out, maybe on Twitter I'll tweet something about it. But my goodness gracious, that's gonna be it for me tonight. Now I am feeling the tickle in the throat. And so everyone, thank you so much for joining. Unfortunately, I only saw 3 games tonight. But like I said, in the next little while, once I finalize moving, hopefully everyone will be nice and healthy, and we'll be able to go back to the daily live streams. I'll throw in some afternoon live streams. We'll do some evening live streams. Gimut, thank you so much. And thank you again, Gimut. Like, seriously, thank you for, without you, this live stream wouldn't have been, what's it called? Possible. Ooh. Fried crown. Some Bulgarian words. You have to tell me what to say. So before we go, everyone on YouTube, don't go just yet. Somebody has redeemed words in Twitch. On Twitch, if you watch, you can accumulate points and make me do funny, embarrassing things. And Fried Crown just redeemed some points for me to do some Bulgarian. So, you know, if you don't have one in mind, let's pick them together. Let me pull up the Bulgarian roster of words. Let me pull it up, and then you tell me which one to say. All right, so here we go. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of accents. That is a lot of accents. You want a villager command, you want a military command, a monk command, a king command, Cat usually likes to go for the king commands because they're very complicated. But if you tell me one, I'll randomly pick one. Or I'll have you pick a number and then I'll try to pronounce it. Ooh, what is this ad here to the right? Some kind of kung fu movie. Looks terrible. Yeah, Cat, you love the king commands. By the way, Cat, did you see the game with the Byzantines I posted, I think, a few days ago, a week ago? Where I posted a picture of the cataphract that I drew? Give you a shout out. Okay, Monk 4.
Во имя Господне, во имя Господне,
Во имя Господине.
во имя Господне,
Во имя Господине. I think it's pretty good.
во имя Господне.
Во имя Господне. Fried Crown, did I do it right? 1-1? Thank you. Awesome. Well, I'm glad we could end the night on one of these. And like I said, stay tuned. Hopefully, like, once the move is complete, once I have a bit more time, the baby is now fully healthy, knock on wood, and should have a lot more time to live stream and cast throughout the days. So, you thought someone else hopped on the mic? Robert? I'm telling you, Robert, get your butt to Twitch, and then you can make me say anything. And by the way, you can make me draw anything from the game, any unit, etc. But for now, tonight, we are going to bid everyone adieu. If it's your Saturday evening, enjoy the rest of your Saturday, Sunday morning, whatever time of day it is. I appreciate everyone who joined. Thank you so much. Kat, thanks so much for the gifted sub on Twitch. And hopefully you've saved enough points. I'll be able to draw some more stuff. David Hill. David, not David. I don't know why I said Hill. David, we do bow to you, taking on 2 of the 3 opponents by yourself. And everyone, thank you so much for joining. Take care. I'll catch you hopefully very soon. Hopefully very soon. I'm very optimistic about the next little while about live streaming more and more. But for now, I have to go drink some tea to make sure that I can live stream more and more. And I'll catch everyone in the next one. Take care. Bye.